It's Gina. Und damit herzlich willkommen zurück zu meinem Let's Play von The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Was mir im letzten Part nicht aufgefallen ist, am Ende des letzten Parts, ist, dass Gina eine Waffe in der Hand hält. Was, glaube ich, nicht so gut für uns ausgehen wird jetzt. Oder zumindest nicht so gut für Gina ausgehen wird. From that moment, Winnie Bank's pawnbrokery became a crime scene. Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. The arrival of the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, and the questioning. It was just before dawn, before I was allowed back to my lodgings at 221E. Oh, Iris. Telegram came, but all it said was, wait at home. Oh, yes, we asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply impossible to come back. When I woke up, I was all alone. Hurley and Ginny were gone. Everyone was gone. What happened, Runo? Poor Iris. She's trembling. She's obviously trying very hard not to let herself get too worried. I will explain everything that I know. Something awful has happened, hasn't it? Yes, I'm afraid so. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Iris, but Mr. Winniebank is dead. He was shot. We discovered it in the early hours of the morning. Oh, yes, I had a feeling. You did? Well, I saw all of those police carriages pulling up outside his shop, so I knew something must have happened there. When we entered Winniebank's, in the small hours, we disturbed a gang of two thugs. They ran out onto the street and I chased after them, but they got away. Oh, it was one of them who shot old Mr. Winniebank, I suppose. I don't know, but that's not what the police believe at... But that's not what the police believes at the moment. Oh, why not? They've arrested someone else as their prime suspect, you see. Gina. Ginny? But why? Well, the thing is... No, Ginny wouldn't do something like that. I know. None of us thinks she did it. Then why they arrested her? I am sorry. There was nothing I could do. I don't understand why they arrested Ginny. It's not fair. What about the two thugs that were at the scene? Why aren't they the prime suspects? After all, they shot Hurley dead, didn't they? No, I mean, Mr. Shumps isn't dead, Iris. This is all so horrible. Thing is, Mr. Winniebank was found on the floor in the storeroom where he keeps all the deposited articles, and the storeroom door was locked from the inside. But he wasn't alone in there. Gina was found next to him on the floor as well. And according to the detectives who investigated afterwards... Don't tell me there was no one else in the room? Yes, exactly. How did you know? It's the only explanation. Yes, the only explanation indeed. What do you mean by that, Runo? Can I say? I'm damned if I agree, damned if I don't. So where's Hurley then? Is he still there investigating the scene? He really ought to have some breakfast. It's not good for him to miss meals. I don't want you to worry, Iris, but I have some news about Mr. Sholmes. He was taken to hospital this morning. Well, when we entered Winniebank's, a gun was fired and he took a bullet. Hurley was shot? No! It's alright. His life isn't in danger. Really? Are you sure? Where is he? Which hospital? He's at St. Sinners. They're tending to him there. I must see him at once. I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't. Why not? That's not fair. I'm a family member. I should be allowed. No, I mean nobody can see him at the moment. He's not allowed any visitors. They are preparing to operate, you see. Oh, poor Hurley. It was the two thugs who were in Mr. Windybank's shop. They shot Mr. Sholmes when we disturbed them, you see. It was pitch black inside the shop at the time. My mind went totally blank, I'm afraid. I just froze. After that, I ran out into the street, but... well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I am so sorry. It's my fault. I let them get away. I think that's a very good thing. Sorry? Well, if you had seen which way they went and chased after them. You might have been shot as well, Runo. On top of everything else, I couldn't bear that. Oh, Iris. Ey, die tut mir so leid. Warum muss sie so viel durchmachen? Where's Susie, Runo? She's still at the police station. Why? I expect she's still being questioned. The police said they wouldn't be finished for a while. Why aren't you there then? Well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyway, so they weren't questioning me for long. And Miss Susato stayed behind at the scene to tend to Mr. Sholmes, so they didn't get started until later. Besides, one of us had to come back to be with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gregson agreed to me leaving early. You should have let me know, and I would have come to the station. I am afraid I will need to go out again now, Iris. There is not much I can do at the moment, but I can at least try to find out how Mr. Sholmes and Ginny are getting on. I want to go too. Take me with you, Runo. I can't stand just sitting around here waiting. I'm not sure how I feel about taking a 10-year-old child to the scene of a murder, but I don't want to leave her all alone here either. Alright then, Iris. Perhaps you can help me? Oh yes, I would love to. Gina's at the prison. Mr. Sholmes is probably in his hospital bed. And don't forget, we have to visit the crime scene. We need to conduct a thorough investigation. See, you're ready for action. I imagine Iris would appreciate going to the hospital sooner rather than later. Dann würde ich sagen, tun wir das doch einmal und a new location has been added. Schauen wir mal. Also, wir können in das Hospital gehen oder wir können ins Gefängnis gehen. Dann würde ich einmal sagen, wir gehen zuerst in das Krankenhaus. Early. He's not here. No, strange. The nurse definitely said he was in the bed by the window, didn't he? Oh, I know what's probably happened. Hurley was being a big baby, and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home. Not so sure about that, baby or not. There's no question that it was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes suffered. Hello, hello, what have we here? This ward is off limits, no visiting, so what are you doing in here, huh? Well, I will have you know, we are Hurley's next of kin. Well, begging your pardon then, ma'am, sir. A little lady and a curious Eastern gentleman. The great mystery solver as a mysterious family, huh? If that's how you see us, sure. Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley? I believe he is currently in the operating theater, ma'am, undergoing an extensive operation. Extensive? It has been several hours since he went in. Oh dear, is he going to be alright? Well, it doesn't appear to be working, you see. The anesthetic, that is. I have heard a report that the gentleman claims he may have had a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. Anyway, I think it would be fair to assume that he won't be back here for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later. Poor Hurley. Gut, ich möchte mir aber noch eine Sache hier angucken. So, darf ich mir... Oder? This must be Mr. Shum's bed. Poor Hurley. I know, it looks as stiff as a board, doesn't it? Oh, I don't think that will bother him. No? I often find him asleep, face down on the floor, completely dead of the world. I think I would call the police if I discovered someone like that. Okay, gut, dann würde ich sagen, versuchen wir unser Glück einmal im Gefängnis, ob wir mit Gina reden können. Hallo Gina. Oh, you still have the grenade launcher Hurley and I made. I wish you wouldn't point it at me all the time though. What are you here for? Ginny, I have a feeling it's because of us that you've ended up in trouble, so we were thinking that we might be able to help you. Well, you can't. Sorry. You here, get lost. Don't be like that, Ginny. I know you didn't do it. You would never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't. You think you know me? Pull the other one. You ain't got the first idea about legs on me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they are walking down the street. That's how I get by. And if I saw me chance, I would sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see who I could lay me hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am. But Ginny... Verzeihung. Musste gerade einmal kurz husten. I will be in court tomorrow, they said. Some cop came by before and said he would be a lawyer for me or the like, said it was my right or something. But I told him to get stuffed. I don't need no lawyer, I don't need no one. She couldn't be staring at me anymore, obviously, if she tried. Why are you being like this, Ginny? I don't understand, Gina. Why did she send the public defender away? He wanted me to sign some papers, representation papers or something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway, the whole trial. They will pin it on me cause I'm a kid, that's what grown-ups always do. Why do you think that? Cause that's how it's always been for me, growing up in the back slums me all life. If you do what grown-ups tell ya, it will get your mates dragged off by the coppers or worse. I've had it happen to me before and all, been sold out and nearly sniffled on the back of it. You can't trust no one, that's the point. Soon as you do, you're gone to grass, dead. Gina, listen. If you like, in tomorrow's trial, I could... Forget it. Ginny, don't you trust Runo? Ah, I don't. Look, I will ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone. Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbroker's. There's nothing to tell. I figured it would pay me, so I broke into the place and started it going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me and you know the rest. But why, Ginny? Why would you do that? Ain't it obvious? The place is full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two. Diving ain't easy, you know. It's a lot of work and half the time you don't even get nothing. Is that really why you broke into the place? What? Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else? Oh, give it a rest. What'd be the point anyway, eh? Nothing I could say would make a blind bit of difference. Please tell us, Ginny. We will believe you, whatever it is. Believe me? Don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I have told some unforgivable lies, I have. What do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies? What did you mean before, Gina, when you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you've told are? Maybe we can help. Sorry. You're out of time. They're gonna wanna question me now. Ginny, please. Oh, yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by. Photographic print of a really adorable cat. I found it in one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point me having it. I wonder what a little photographic like that was doing in the pocket of that overcoat. Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye. Oh, Ginny. Okay, a photograph setting a sweet little white cat obtained from Gina while interviewing her in her prison cell. Bin mir sehr, sehr sicher, dass das noch wichtig wird. Ich glaube auch, dass Gina gerade nicht mit uns wirklich reden möchte, weil sie uns schützen möchte, glaube ich. Ich glaube, das ist hier ihr wahrer Grund, warum sie nicht mit uns reden möchte. Ich würde mir gerne einmal das Bild genauer angucken. This is an adorable little cat. Cat. I think it looks a little like... Okay, hey. Übrigens, ich kann den Namen immer noch nicht aussprechen, es tut mir furchtbar leid. Ich weiß, dass das nicht der richtige Name ist für die Katze. I always thought that cats like to curl up inside under the heated tatsu blanket when it snowed. Maybe British cats are different. Oh. Look on the back of this print here. There's something written on it. 13th February, 9 PM. Article deposited 1 small box. Loan amount paid 10 shillings. Redemption deadline 13th April 9 PM. So this photographic print is a redemption ticket? That could be significant. It was just 2 days before the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it? Small box. That doesn't tell us much about it, does it? Bruno, if Mr. McGilded still had the ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. So do you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop? It's something McGilded posited we need to investigate. Okay, a redemption ticket issued from the pawnbrokery owned by the victim, Mr. Windybank, in the form of some handwritten notes on the back of a photograph. Okay. Dann denke ich mal, sollten wir uns als nächstes... Obwohl, kann ich ihr das zeigen? Here, Gina, look at this. No, duh. I wasn't saying you could have it. Oh, weren't you? Well, when someone says I can't have stuff, it makes me want it, see? So you better end it over now. No, I'm not giving it to you. Okay, gut. Da können wir ihr das nicht zeigen. Ich gehe mal stark davon aus, dass Herlock wahrscheinlich noch nicht zurück sein wird. Deswegen sollte unser nächster halt beim Pfandleiher sein, um den Tatort einmal genauer unter die Lupe zu nehmen und vielleicht dort ein paar Hinweise zu finden. Bevor wir uns damit allerdings auseinandersetzen, gibt es hier einen Cut. Ich bedanke mich wie immer ganz herzlich fürs Zusehen, hoffe ihr hattet Spaß und wenn ihr mögt, sehen wir uns sehr, sehr gerne im nächsten Part wieder. Bis dahin, ciao!